All right, I always start with a GCF, and if you see a GCF, factor it out, and I don't see one. Not all terms have an x, there we go, and not all terms are divisible by the same number. So, as I look at this, actually there's something else I noticed, and it's that I have 5x squared and a negative 5x squared and negative 9x squared, and you might be tempted to put them together and do, negative 5 minus 9, make it one term. This one is structured and set up so beautifully to where we can use one of our strategies without putting these two together. I'm just saying. So that would make negative 14x squared, but don't, because then we'd be shooting ourselves in the foot. Whoever wrote this problem, it was me, whoever wrote this problem structured it in such a way to where we could use one of our strategies. GCF is out. It is not a trinomial, clearly, not the difference of squares. There's not sum or difference of cubes. We're going to group, but we have more groups in this one. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go in the middle. Okay, and I was about to split it, and don't do what I'm about to do. I was about to split it here and here, and then I realized, well, if I'm doing that, then I still have those two like terms. So let's not do that. Let's split it in the middle. Let's split right there. Okay, so we're going to factor the GCF out of the first three terms. So I know a minute ago when we were talking about factoring by grouping, it was, these two terms and those two terms. Well, it doesn't have to be. That's not a hard and fast rule that we always do. So let's factor the GCF out of these, and that's going to give me x squared, and then x squared minus 4x minus 5. And then we're going to factor the GCF out of these, which is 9, but let's take that negative with us. So negative 9, and then x squared minus 4x minus 5. You see it, don't you? I do too. And so we're going to have, let's see, if we factored out this and this from both of those components, both of those sub-expressions, we'd have x squared minus 9. Okay, we have more factoring to do. Now, this is the difference of two squares, so we're going to have x plus 3 and x minus 3. And this one factors as well, and we can go through this big long thing where we're like, oh, I need two numbers that multiply to give me negative 5. X and x. Notice there's an understood 1 there. 5 times 1 gives me 5. Signs have to be different. Negative 5, positive 1. Otherwise, I'd get the wrong sign in the middle. And I look at this, and what went through my head was, do I have any terms that are repeated to where I can put them together with exponents? And I don't. So that's it. I'm done.